Your mission, Cherry, should you choose to accept it, is to bring chaos to planet Flipside on Monday nights. As always, should you or any part of the bomb pop force be caught or killed, the head of Ixie Squad will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
What's up, fuckers? Y'all, there's times I can't tell if I'm just in a bad mood or if everything around me is just really fucking annoying.
Tacos are more important than pumpkin spice. Oh yeah, I said what I said.
You can fuck off. And when you get there, you can fuck off from there too. Then fuck off some more. Just keep fucking off. And when you get back here, go fuck off some more. And then fuck off again. I judge those motherfuckers on if they're an asshole or not.
What's up, fuckers? I'm Cherry Bomb Pop. This is Cherry Rants. How you guys doing tonight? What's up, Brittany? What are we going to talk about tonight? The fact that I had to connect to my phone's hotspot so that I wouldn't drop off the show because my Wi-Fi is unreliable right now? How about that? So, for everybody who does not know, there was a 15.5-hour period last week where I did not have internet. And typically in this day and age, not a big deal. Like, there's always ways around that. But I didn't want to have to wholeheartedly rely on the hotspot on the phone, which I ended up having to do. And then I called my internet provider at about the 10-hour mark, to which I was put on hold for 1 hour and 45 minutes. What up, Jelly Bean? If Facebook fell off the grid today, I had no idea. I don't really get on Facebook that much. It's good for memes. I stay off because of the drama. Like, I post on my shit, but, like, I don't scroll very often. So, in the conversation that I had, I got the regular customer service at first, and I was like, okay, this is my issue. And they're like, let me transfer you to tech support. Okay, fine. For several hours, I must have been asleep. So I called them. They sent me over to tech support. I waited another almost hour. And the tech guy was great. He really was. But come to find out, there was a mysterious whistleblower. Wait, mysteriously after a whistleblower segment on 60 Minutes last night. Is that what somebody sent me? Somebody sent me an article about that, and I don't know what the fuck that is all about. Like, nobody told me. I tried to not read the news. Who was the whistleblower? What was they blowing? But anyway, between me and the tech guy, after about the third round of him trying to figure out what was going on, and me telling him that I had 2 different colors lights blinking, he finally figured out that he needed to call one of the network engineers. I'm just going to have to read it. It's on an app I don't have on my phone because every time somebody links it to me, it's on Newsbreak, and I don't have Newsbreak. Just fucking tell me. So typically when internet companies break the internet and they are trying to update their systems or fix whatever, they usually do that overnight, which is usually when I'm awake. Okay, no, fine, no big deal. But it usually don't take no 15 hours. I have no idea, but it's been all over TikTok. Hi, Mel. I ain't been on TikTok today either. I try to avoid social medias on my mostly day off and my other day off. So, like, most of Monday and all of Tuesday, I just try to stay off of social media just to get a break. I don't have friends who send me those news articles. If I had read it, I would have told you, silly. Somebody sent it to me on Snap, and I was like, what the fuck? But my main goal today is, why are internet companies not emailing their customers when there's going to be an outage to let us prepare for that? Because there's people out there that work from home that need the internet. There are people that do stuff like this that need the internet. And now I'm getting dropped at least 1 to 2 times a show because my Wi-Fi won't stay connected. Really? For the amount of money that I pay? This is bullshit. Fuck around.
I'm fucking done.
Yeah, exactly what that guy said. I'm fucking done. If it wasn't for the fact that I needed the internet for things like this, I probably would not have it. That's how I feel about that. I mean, I got rid of Facebook for 6 months. It was the best 6 months of my goddamn life. But that's just, because I didn't have to deal with the drama and the bullshit. And the boo-boo bullshit.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
That's how I feel about Facebook. But, so yeah, no. Hubby would be here, but he fell asleep. That's okay. Mine's driving right now. He's on his way to pick up his load to come home. They're probably going to send him back out this week. It's not a big deal. Oh, my eyelashes don't want to cooperate today, y'all. So my thing is like I said, why not send an email out to your customers saying, hey, we're going to have an outage. We don't know how long it's going to last. If it affects you, we apologize. We'll adjust your bill. Did they do that? No. Did they adjust my bill? As far as I know, not yet. I just paid it. And they did not adjust it for this month. Oh, my goodness. I was just thinking about that because I just paid it. Trust and believe. I'm calling my internet company tomorrow, and we're going to have it out because this is bullshit. See, they never did that with us. Now, I have dated a network engineer, and we're still on really good terms. They are now the chief engineer for the company that they work for. And I kind of know that, yes, it takes a couple of hours to break the internet and put it back together. But it does not take no 15 and a half fucking hours to do so. Because I would stay up with him at night when he had to go do this and hang out with him so he would stay awake. Trust and believe. It does not take 15 hours to do what these motherfuckers were doing. It did not take 15 hours when they were laying the fiber. It did not take 15 hours when they were doing updates. So whatever the fuck they were doing, it should not have taken that long. Hi, Kira. But we got no warning as customers, which I think is bullshit. I mean, a few years ago, if there was going to be a scheduled maintenance, they would send an email or a letter. Right. They don't even do that anymore. They're just like, surprise, you don't have internet. Plain and simple. And okay, here's the fun thing. Hi, Jimmy. So the school system that is in the town that I live in, they had internet. It was super slow, but they had internet, but nobody in a house had internet. Why is that? I understand that the school, they all run on Chromebooks. Okay. But at the same time, there are people that live in this town that work from home as well. Who is your service provider? I'm not going to say that. It's not a major company, but the company that we are under just bought out the company that we were under. And it has been shit service ever since. And for me to pay $66 a month for my service, and that's including the fee, the convenience fee that we're not supposed to pay anymore. But it won't let us pay our bill otherwise. For the highest tier of internet that they have available, if it's that inconsistent, why do I even have internet in my home anymore? Oh, see, no, we don't have Cox. We don't have CenturyLink. We don't have any of the big brands. We have a smaller brand. But, and they're not a little rinky-dink company either. They provide for a rather large service area. Suddenlink has better internet, but worse customer service. I'm pissed because I'm like, okay, fine. You break my internet for 15 and a half hours. You don't compensate me for it. And then you turn around and my internet's inconsistent now? What? Hi. Do you want me to go full-blown Karen? And when the tech that I was talking to finally figured out what was going on, he was very apologetic, and I appreciated that. And I explained to him, I said, I've lived with and dated a network engineer. I understand. But my thing is just why the fuck ain't nobody telling me? And why the fuck could the network engineers not tell the tech how long it was going to take? They should have had some kind of clue. I'm going to. They're going to hear from me tomorrow, and they're not going to like me, especially if they put me on hold for another 2 hours. So they fucking with the wrong bitch. I go full-blown Karen before a Karen can catch up. And the funny thing is usually when I'm on and it boots me off when I'm on camera, There's nothing else running that is running off the Wi-Fi. It's literally just my laptop. It's getting to the point where I'm going to have to Ethernet in, like go out, set up in the living room, and have to plug the Ethernet cable in unless I go get like a 200-foot cord, which I'm not looking forward to doing. But like they're just making it very inconvenient. And for the price that I'm paying, I'm not okay with that. Just not okay. And I understand that for bigger cities, that seems very cheap. But when you live paycheck to paycheck, that ain't cheap. So what's up, guys? What is everybody doing tonight? How's everybody?
2 words, 1 finger.
It's my unicorn fist. You only have 2 internet provider options there, Suddenlink and CenturyLink. We have the company that we're under, and then we have another company. But from what everybody said, the other company is basically like the speed of dial-up, and I'm not about that life. So, like tonight, I actually legitimately connected my laptop to my hotspot on my phone, so I knew it wouldn't drop. It's expensive. It's CenturyLink is $50 a month. And that's another thing is what most internet companies don't tell you is you are not paying for just your internet unless you lock your network down in your house. And even at that, you're still sharing your internet service with the entirety of your neighborhood because you're paying for a certain amount, but so is everybody else. And the racket on that one is there could be one person on your block who actually gets that service, whereas it's a whole service area that's shared with. Listening to I just finished an order. I just finished another pig. It pisses you off that the only 2 providers, no matter where you go, and they're always both crappy. Correct. Like, come on, guys. You are in a business. You want your customers to have the best product, so they don't go to your competitors. But yet you're making it really shitty service, so people want to go to your competitors. I almost said predators. Apparently, I need to watch those movies again. Like, and then when you turn around and you call for customer service, and they're like, "Well, we don't know what to tell you." So you have no education about what you're selling. Basically, no. Oh, okay. Me in a layman, what they believe to be as a layman household, I'm just supposed to believe what they fucking tell me when I know different. Like, granted, yes, I do have the slight upper hand of knowing network engineers and knowing people who work in the industry. And I'm like a little sponge. I like to soak shit up. And they're going to sit there and they're going to tell me, well, we don't know why. And when I call tech service, they're like, oh, well, have you tried this, and this? Yes, I've tried all that. That's why I'm calling you. Right. Like, I agree, Jellybean. I absolutely hate when people are trying to sell something and they know nothing about it. Well, it's internet service. What do you want to know about it? Like, what are my up speeds? What are my down speeds? Like... Ew. Did I snort too loud? I'm sorry. I have some allergies going on today. Right. Put me in touch with somebody who does know. And if they have less knowledge about the product than I do, we got problems. Like, what? Why? No, we don't play this game. No. I'm not just a normal, oh, suck it up. Yeah. I'm not just an everyday customer. Like, I research shit. Like, ooh, why is that ring on that finger? It's not supposed to be. It's because I was crocheting, y'all. I finished my pig that is going out next weekend. Oh, I have to walk up to the post office tomorrow to go get the other pig to send it back to Kira because the post office fucked off. Let's talk about the post office for a little bit. They're going through new procedures as well, where they're talking about it's going to be more expensive and take more time to ship your packages out because it's supposed to be part of some grand scheme. I am at the post office pretty much when I have orders on a weekend basis, like when Justin comes in, we go to the post office. Now, if it's warm enough and I get up early enough, yes, I will walk down to the post office here locally, which is Monday through Friday from 7:30 in the morning until 11:30 and then 12:30 until 2. No Saturday service. What? Anyway. But now you're going to charge me more to ship items and it's going to take longer? Because that makes perfect sense, right? I'm going to start charging my local post office guests. I swear, for God. Legit. Like, legitimately. I'm going to start charging them time because I walk to my post office because it's 3/4 of a mile from my house. It's literally 1.5 mile round trip to walk down to the post office and walk back. And do you know that if somebody sends you a package and if they scale it out at their post office and you pay what they tell you to, but when it gets to the last post office, if they scale it out and for some reason it costs extra, you have to pay that out of pocket, not the person who sent it to you? I've gotten 3 packages in the last year where I've had to put money into it after paying shipping because my post office says, oh, we charge more than that. I'm tired of wasting my time and my money to go to the post office to ship stuff during their business hours, and they ain't even there. Correct. I've looked into trying to find out about renting a machine and paying so much for postage per month and seeing if that would work so I can just fill out a shipping label, smack it on, and just put it on my mailbox because that would be so much easier for me. Yeah. Like there's a letter over on Justin's nightstand right now that somebody sent me where I had to pay $3.10 more because by the time it got to me, according to my post office, they would have charged more for it. So for them to deliver it to me and continue to deliver my mail, because they'll hold my mail hostage if I don't pay that shit. So my petty ass, because I'll give you a little envelope too, my petty ass will put in change, like as the lowest amount of change. Like if it's $1, I'll put $1 in pennies in there just to be a petty bitch. They say from 9 to 1 and 2 to 5 because they close from 1 to 2 for lunch. They'll be there at 9:30 and at 2:30. And yep. Another thing that happens is if our post office doesn't get enough business during certain times of the year, they leave early. Like what? I didn't know they had a standard of specific amounts of service. Like I thought you was there and getting paid to deliver my mail and whatnot. It took a whole week of trial and error to ship out Vixie stickers. Lord. I can't. And I swear, if I find out that when I get to that post office that I put Kira's address on that mailer correctly, I'm going to rip somebody's asshole wide open. Just rip. I'm going to give them all the fingers. I'm going to dig in and I'm going to rip. Because that's some bullshit, too, trying to tell me that this address doesn't exist. Motherfucker, yes, it does. I hope she got them. They were supposed to be there today. She didn't mention it when we were green screening, but she may have, or they haven't checked the mail yet today. So I'm sure she will let you know, though. Now, I'm not going to rip your asshole open, Kira. I'm going to rip the post office open because they're the jackasses who fucked that up. And trust and believe, if they make me pay shipping again, I'm going to be real fucking pissed. Like, nuh-uh. Nope. No. Not okay. Y'all, Jelly Bean put a picture in the Discord that is linked below, by the way. And let me show you this picture because I got so excited. Jelly Bean drew me. I'm going to print it out and I'm going to buy a frame and I'm going to put it on the frame and it's going to go in my background somewhere. There are weird ass parking lots. Legit, like the one in Salina is so weird. Like you drive in and there's like, you can go around to go park in front of the building. And then they've got the drop off section where you can drop off your letters outside. But like, it's just now ours is on what we call Main Street in town. So it doesn't have anything like that. Like the drop off container is next to the post office itself. It was amazing, you guys. It is fantastic. I'm gonna definitely put it up. It's gonna go somewhere on here. because I'm not quite sure if I really want to take down the Halloween decorations for the rest of the year. And I might just start moving out this way on the wall. So if I come in and I decide that I'm going to film over here, there'll be a background there too as well. I've gone to I don't know how many post offices in my area, and they have the hardest places. They really are. They really are. They're just they parking lots don't make no damn sense. Y'all, I need to close this air conditioner vent before I start freezing to death. I can't. Then again, Tummy Me didn't actually, adjust the temperature once my trucker left, so my house has been freezing for like 2 weeks. I'm glad my vehicle has backup cameras to help me out of the parking spaces. Like, ours isn't that bad. But most post offices really do have the weirdest parking lots I've ever seen in my life. So, internet providers, if you're listening, please, from now on, if you're going to cause an outage, by all means, don't make me call in at 3 a.m. Send me an email and let me know that you're going to have my internet out. That would be a lot more convenient, and you wouldn't have to deal with as many Karens, considering the call volume that I was dealing with the other day from start to finish on the phone call was 2 hours. That was 2 hours of my time out of my day that you took, that you didn't compensate me for when it was your fuck up in the first place. Your post office is so small. There's 5 places and it's on a corner. So mine it has its own building. It has 4 parking spaces in front of it. There's a little over, I want to say 200 actual PO boxes, which take up the main consistency of the building. And we have the small box, and they always stick keys in there, which is fine. No wonder mail don't get delivered on time, because the trucks are stuck and they're trying to get out of the park. No shit. They're trying to get out of them parking lots. That's okay, Muriel. That's perfectly okay. There's always the rewatch. Just listening to me rant about internet providers in the post office today. I mean, we can cover a whole lot of topics today since I've got a good amount of time left today. But before that, what I do want to let you guys know is if you are not in the audience and you are catching the replay, we do have a description down below. There is a disclaimer in that description. And if your dumbass didn't read it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you if you get offended, because maybe your dumbass should have read it. There's lots and lots of links down there, including links to social media. Where in my social media link, I also have a merch store for myself. And I did say yesterday that all of the profits from my merch store, my personal merch store, are going to start going towards Planet Flipside, because we got to get money to keep this shit running, y'all, so we can keep doing this. There are links to Mashika Creations, which is custom resin art from a friend of mine named Trish. And if you use the code Cherry Pop Pop, you get 20% off. There's kendralash.com, where if you use the code Vixie Squad, you get 20% off. I happen to have a couple of pairs of earrings, but this one is the closest nearby, and these are made by Kendra. She does a lot of wearable art. We've also got the Discord down below, where you can get all the inside track on what's going on with us, all the food porn. If you want up on the tables, we do put links in on certain shows so that you guys can come up on the table with us. We have Doll's House Etsy shop, which also feeds back into the channel, where a couple of us have started. I've started making a box for Doll so she can put stuff on Etsy and the profits can go to the show. And let's see what else. I'm sorry. Pork chops and Brussels sprouts for supper. Yay. I'm all about it today, y'all. It's okay. You got popcorn for dinner. Your mom just slapped your tablet because you didn't read the disclaimer, Jimmy. Damn it, Jimmy. You're supposed to read the disclaimer. What else is down there? There is a new link that I do want to talk about today. Yeah, go like the video. Go like it or go dislike it. Go leave comments after we're done. Tell me what you guys want to hear me rant about. And I will write them down or put them in the notes section in my phone that I have specifically for Cherry Rants, and I will look into them. We also have a new link that I'm going to be putting up every so often, and that is Thin Chrome line. It is a friend of mine's merch line that is geared towards truckers and the Thin Chrome line, because most semis have chrome on them. That's where the chrome comes from. And it's thinChromeLineApparel.com. They have a lot of amazing stuff on there. They have hats, they have hoodies, they have shirts, they have women's shirts, men's shirts, kids' shirts, they have onesies, they have all sorts of crazy shit on there. And if you want to support a trucker, please, by all means, go ahead and hit their site up. I ordered last Christmas 3 hoodies for the entirety of me, the teenager, and my trucker. And we're probably going to order more sometime this year for this Christmas as well. And Jimmy's mom, I apologize. I'm sorry he did not read the disclaimer. So please don't be offended. But you guys, we got lots of links down there to go take a look at. Don't do it right now. Just come hang out with me for a little bit. And then afterwards, you can go check out the links. Don't forget to subscribe as well and ring the bell. So every time that we do come on, whether it is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or today, you will be notified when we are coming up. Yes! Hashtag bad Jimmy. We're not shunning him, but he's bad Jimmy today. Road construction. Honey, I have complete derailments on my railroad. A couple of the topics you guys gave me were really good ones. Like gatekeeping, craft supplies, different materials for crafting, like crocheting and knitting, bullies. I talked about the internet going down today. So, we can talk a little bit on each of these subjects today. Jellybean's finally on your team. So let's get into bullies first. Now, there are a lot of people out there that are bullied. I have personally been bullied. I grew up being bullied. But the thing is as an adult, I don't so much look at it in the same aspect everybody else does, because I found out that my bully growing up had issues at home and did not know how to take those issues. Now, if you're talking about internet trolls, it's a completely different kind and style of bullying, because you can hide behind your anonymity behind your phone, because you can always make burner accounts and nobody's going to know who they are. That is legitimate malicious intent as far as I'm concerned. And I don't feel that there's a need for it, because if you feel the need to bash somebody to make yourself feel better, you might want to go seek professional help, because that's just not how the world works. That's why I also say trolls taste like chicken. Now, I will stand up for anybody if I believe that they're being bullied and I actually get, like, if I look into and do some kind of investigating on what's going on with the situation, and if I feel somebody's being bullied, I will stand up and say, hey, motherfucker, calm your fucking tits, because this is bullshit. What you're doing is stupid. No. I'm not excusing behavior by any means whatsoever. I just found out that most of the time when children are being bullied by other children, it's because they have something going on at home and they don't know how to express what's going on at home. They're not being raised by... like they have their own shit going on at home and their parents just basically tell them to suck it up, which is not how you mentally deal with a problem at home, especially if it's coming from home. But not to be confused with malicious. Right. There's a difference between malicious and malicious. But trust and believe. If I see people bullying other people, I do intercede, because it's not okay. I've been called a bully because I've called people out on their bullshit. But what people forget is when I call them out on their bullshit, I have black and white proof to show that my side is the truth. No, they weren't taught how to cope. They were told to just suck it up and deal. So when I come at somebody, I have validity and I have black and white proof. And I don't do it very often. So... as far as gatekeeping, that is a broad spectrum to cover, but what we're going to talk about a little bit on that one is we're going through a lot of stuff today, guys. just because I feel like I got to get all of this out of my system, because if I don't, I'm going to rant about not being able to get shit out of my system. And today is just not the day for me to be pent up about shit like that. It makes them feel better by making, and I understand that misery loves company, but the thing is if you're willing to make somebody else feel like shit, that doesn't say a lot about your character. That says that you're a really shitty person. That says that you have a complex that needs to be addressed. Like you either have delusions of grandeur, or you have a God complex, or some complex where it makes you feel like, makes you think that you're better than other human beings. And that is very far from the fact in the case. No human being is any better than any other human being on the face of this planet, unless you're a sex offender or a cold-blooded killer. And even with the cold-blooded killing, there's a very fine line with that, because people will argue with that. But if you're a predator, by all means, I 100,000,000% am a better human being, because I don't prey on other people to abuse, manipulate, gaslight, and torture them for the rest of their lives. But what the shit? I don't even know what just happened. Anyway, sorry. Your ex is a shitty person, but it's because he wasn't taught how to be a good human. And another thing is I get really tired of hearing the phrase, well, I grew up this way. I grew up a specific way, but as an adult, I decided to make changes to my life for the better. Because we all have the capability of learning how to cope and learn through traumas. Adults can have those issues too, is what yes, you're very correct. It makes them feeling by, I don't know. I don't care if it makes them feel better by making somebody else feel like a shitty person. That's not right. That's not okay. That's why I say love your fellow human, even if they're stupid, unless you're the drunk ass neighbor who likes to go outside and randomly scream in the middle of the night, waking everybody up. Because you're drunk, you're not trying to make yourself feel better. You're just trying to annoy everybody. He's trying to do better, but bad habits run deep. Those are still, they can still be broken. He just has to make the choice to break those habits and then actually execute that choice. I mean, if that was the case, I would still be a drug addict, because I made the choice to start my addiction. I also made the choice to stop my addiction. And had I decided that those issues ran too deep, I would still be in full-blown addiction, and I'm not. And I'm not saying everybody has the same amount of willpower that the next person next to them has. However, everybody has willpower and has the freedom of choice. It's just that easy. I understand there's physical repercussions of things like addiction, regardless if it's drugs, alcohol, whatever. There's still choices to be made. Well, and that makes you a stand-up human. That makes you a good human for doing so, Jellybean. But that does not give them the right to be abusive towards people for no reason, just because they were raised that way. I was raised in an abusive home where my dad kicked the shit out of me every chance he got because I wasn't acting right. And the generation he was raised by taught you to beat your children to keep them in line. That wasn't necessarily the right way to do it. Now, as a parent, when I became an adult and I became a parent, I made different choices. So therefore, I broke the cycle. And everybody has the opportunity to break their cycle. I was watching a series on Netflix today and last night. It's called Maid, and it's about a woman who gets out of a domestic violence situation and her struggle throughout the whole thing. And it hit hard and it hit home. But she still made the choice to do what was better for herself and for her child in the end. And I understand the struggle. I've bounced out with nothing more than the clothes on my back more times than I can count. But I still made the choice to do so. Because it was either that or die. And I'm too fucking ornery to die, so we've got that. I have to stop myself from letting him under your skin, because it's not going to help anybody. He's going to live rent-free in your head knowing that he can manipulate you in some way, shape, or form, and he's going to abuse that because that's what his nature tells him to do. Well, Kira, stand up for yourself. File complaints. Do what you need to do to make it a better workspace for yourself. There's no reason to be bullied. There's no reason for an adult to bully you in the workplace. I'm not saying you caused it, but whatever is causing it needs to be addressed. And you need to have a safe workspace. At some point in our lives, regardless of who you are bullied, I believe. And it's the struggle, it's a primal struggle. Now, this is all my opinion, by the way. This is not fact. I do not have fact behind this. I have wholeheartedly believed for a long time that human beings in their primal instincts have the instinct to overpower another human being to have control over them. We call this manipulation. I've been called a bully for speaking my mind. I've been called a bully for telling my kid he's not allowed to do something he was doing in the first place he shouldn't have been doing in the first place, and I raised my voice at him. Never once did I attack his mental capacity, attack his character, nor physically attack him, but he told me that I was bullying him because I told him he needed to go back and do a chore and do it until it was done correctly, because it wasn't done correctly in the first place, because he just wanted to do it the fast and easy way and get it done and over with so he could move on to the next thing and then tell me he was bored. That's not how the world works, honey. Not at all. Do it the first time and do it right so you don't have to go back and take the extra time to redo it. Plain and simple. You can only fuck up at a job so many times before they fire you. But I do believe that a lot of the reasons why people also bully other people is, yeah, misery loves company, but it's also a dominance thing, which goes back to the primal instinct to have control and manipulate another human being into forming to your will and getting them to do what you want them to do and be the person that you want them to be. And that's why I personally have said many times, be who you're going to be. Don't be nobody for somebody else. Be yourself for you. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many people say they got your back, the only person who truly ever will have your back 100%, that will help you crawl out of that hole that you dug yourself in, is yourself. Yeah, exactly. It's your opinion. You can take it or leave it. That's called teaching responsibility and integrity. And I have been trying to do that for the last 6 years. But apparently, according to my son, I'm a bully because I do that, because I use a certain tone of voice, and because I cuss, and because I keep telling him he has the brain capacity to do this correctly. But that's another story for another time. Personally, I think if we all sat down as human beings and decided that everybody was equal, because we all are, we all have the same equal opportunity as far as being alive and breathing. That's a bonus, right? Why can't we just be nice to our fellow humans? I don't judge people unless they cause me to do so. If you inflict an action on me that causes me to judge you, yes, I will do so. Otherwise, I keep my judgment to myself. Ain't no reason for me to judge nobody else. They don't finance, fuck, or feed me. I think that phrase gets misused a lot. Which phrase? Love your fellow human? I do try to love all of my fellow humans, unless even when they're stupid, especially if they're stupid, because they're uneducated and they choose ignorance over education. And I'm going to step in and I'm going to try to educate them. Unless you're the drunk neighbor who likes to come out and ruin my nightly routine, then I get a little cranky. Oh, this is true. The word bullying has been thrown out of proportion. To the point where if you look at somebody wrong in this day and age, they think you're bullying them. Well, Kira, I don't know what to tell you about that. I mean, I can tell you to try to make amends with them and try to explain the situation. And if they don't understand, that's not on you. You explain the situation. But you can't continually try to explain the situation, because then that's just going to be like trying to manipulate them and make them understand and try to form them to your will. A lot of times with me, it is constructive criticism. And here's the thing, is when I talk to a human being, I talk to them just like I would anybody else. I treat them the same way I would anybody else. You're going to disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect your ass. You're going to give me respect, I'm going to give you respect. You're going to come at me with some random dumbass shit, I'm going to tell you you're dumb and stop doing that shit. Why are you taking the blame? Well, what she's talking about is there was a point in time where her husband was having issues and had not sought help for those issues yet. So therefore, the coworker thinks that she's responsible because the individual that caused the situation is her husband. And by no means am I judging her husband at all, because I have been down that road. But if the coworker can't see past that and can't see that that was not Kira who performed the action, well, then that's that coworker's problem. Obviously, you did not need them in your life, and you can either try to make amends or you can try to walk the fuck away and just not have anything to do with them. But that's up to you, boo-boo. That's not up to me. Jellybean, you know the game. You know the game. Dane does something and it reflects badly on you. People aren't going to talk to you because of that, but Dane did that action. That don't mean that you need to take that blame for it. However, people are going to take that blame and they're going to place that on you because that's your husband. That works in any relationship. That's a manipulation technique that person is playing, and Kira is unfortunately being punished for. Absolutely. You see me on this screen and I am 100% like this in person. Kira has met me in person, and I have for sure told her exactly what I would tell her in person that I will tell her on this screen. And Dolls Myrtle or Muriel has seen it firsthand too. We all sat down at the same event, and I refuse to change who I am, whether I'm on screen or off screen. I got no regrets, y'all. No regrets. But let's talk about gatekeeping for a second, because lately there's been a lot of gatekeeping on social media. I haven't met her in person, but we have spent hours on the phone, and I have yet to fluctuate from the person that I am, because this is me. Why would I fluctuate from who I am? There's no use in that. If I ain't going to be me, who the fuck am I going to be? Because I don't want to be nobody else. Do I give fucks that people don't like my opinions? No. Do I give fucks that people have opinions of me? No. Because them motherfuckers don't finance fuck or feed me. And even the motherfucker who does finance fuck and feed me, when he tells me no, he gets laughed at. He gets told, don't tell me how to live my motherfucking life. I do what the fuck I want. Plain and simple. And I will continue to do what the fuck I want until the day I die. So we're going to get into the crafting bit of the gatekeeping. And we're not going to get into the full-blown drama. We're just going to get into the part where people were talking about gatekeeping types of yarn that people should use when they knit, crochet, and use yarn for any reason whatsoever. Yet again, if you do not finance, fuck, or feed the person that you are telling that they should use only a specific brand of yarn or a specific type of yarn, they need to go fuck themselves, because they don't buy that yarn for that person. I don't care if you use acrylic yarn. I don't care if you use wool. I don't care if you use cotton. I don't care if you use any kind of synthetic yarn. I don't care if you use homespun yarn. I don't fucking care. I don't care what you charge for your products if you do charge for your products. You do not have the right to tell another person what they should or should not use in their own craft, especially if you are an outsider and you do not belong to that group. Even if you are buying a product, don't tell me what products I need to use, because first of all, anybody who uses acrylic yarn understands that acrylic yarn is the absolute most hypoallergenic yarn that you can find. Yes, it's plastic. I am aware of this. I don't care. Yes, it's cheap, but it's effective. Right, I don't need that kind of negativity. Can I make a recommendation? Yeah, you can absolutely say, hey, if you're going to order a product from me, and I sit down with my customers and I discuss what they want. If they don't tell me they want a specific type of yarn, they're getting acrylic. Because it's cheaper on me and it's cheaper on them, because they start bitching when I have to charge them more because I have to use more expensive yarn. Because yarn prices vary. They also depend on the brand as well, because one brand will charge more than another. There's a whole, you can't gatekeep something if you're not fully educated about it. Plain and simple. I'm going to start gatekeeping gatekeepers and see how the fuck they feel about it. I'm going to tell them, no, Karen, you don't get to breathe the same air as everybody else because it's a lower quality air that you are trying to produce. Everybody in here has done some kind of craft at some point, and some of us do have small businesses. And we all do not use the cheapest products out on the market. There are some of us that use very expensive products. There are some of us that go to the extent of not charging things like shipping or okay, so like say I just made an animal. Okay. You do have to charge different prices for different types of vinyls when you're in the vinyl industry. I have to charge more for different kinds of stickers because it costs. Exactly. And with shipping costs going up, people are going to get real pissy when we start charging them extra for shipping. Now, granted, I have a certain cutoff that if you order something, I won't charge you shipping. We're not going to discuss what that is. But a lot of the people that order from me are repeat customers because I've given them good product. And I spoil them every so often. Like, I don't charge them as much as I normally would on a certain product. Or I give them the opportunity to pick a specific color safety eye for a stuffy. Most people don't do that. Brittany been here since the beginning, Myrtle. Yes, exactly. And I typically do too, Jelly Bean, most of the time. When I remember. If I remember. That's a whole other story, though. But we've got all these people out here gatekeeping our small businesses. And it's either people that are in the industry that are gatekeeping because they want to make the money, but yet then they want to bitch when they ain't got time to do shit because they're out there making these products and they're trying to hoard it. But the funny thing about the craft world is there's enough crafts in the world for everybody, regardless of what your craft is. Or they're trying to tell you, oh, well, you can only use specific kinds of yarn. Honey, I have allergies. I have texture issues. I'm going to use the fucking yarn I want to fucking use because I fucking bought it, not you, bitch. Now, if you want to order something and you want to send me a very specific kind of yarn and tell me that this is what you would prefer that I use, then by all means, I'm going to do that as long as I have protection against it as if I'm allergic to it. But if you're going to order something from me and tell me, well, I only want you to charge me $30 for a stuffy, we'll say this size, which is a little bit bigger than my hand. Okay, well, here. Okay. A little bit bigger than my mod. Oh, even better. Okay. As tall as the water bottle. But I need you to make them 3 times that size. And I need you to use Chanel yarn. First the fuck of all, that fucking skein of Chanel yarn that you wanted me to fucking buy to make your fucking product with is going to cost $30 in itself. So you want me to just charge you for the cost of the yarn? Bitch, you can go on YouTube and learn how to crochet it your motherfucking self because you know what? You are charged for my time, my effort, my frustration level, the cost of the product, and depending on what the product cost is, shipping as well. So you want me to free up my time so that you can have something that you're going to gift to somebody that you're not even going to give me any kind of appreciation for? Go fuck yourself.
Fucking A.
I don't know if it's true, but I'm trying to be, if it is true, and I'm not trying to be political, but I heard Biden passed a law that now small businesses have to pay taxes on all things they sell after they, yeah, that's been a thing for a long time. That was long before the president that's in. That's if you sell more than $600, you have to claim that on your taxes. That's always been a thing. People gatekeep tools for reads. People gatekeep anything they can. And you know what I think it is?
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
That's what I think it is. So we now have to compensate for that as well, but because it used to be you didn't have to pay taxes until you... No, the $600 rule has been intact for, I want to say, at least the last 5 years that I know of. And that falls under... You would have to research the business taxes for that. Fuck around.
Fucking incredible.
Jimmy can't even keep a gate. Poor Jimmy. He can't even gatekeep because he can't keep a gate. Sorry, I had notifications pop up. But don't gatekeep other people's fucking livelihoods. Let me go gatekeep the job that they do and see how they feel. I don't have a fence to put a gate up on. I don't want a gate. I have 2. Technically, I have 3 because it takes 2 gates to close and then 1 gate in the front. So I've got 3 gates, but I don't keep those motherfuckers. I'm not telling them how to do their job. I don't tell anybody in any industry that I walk into, any business, this is how you're supposed to do. I don't know their policies. I'm not going to take the time to learn their policies when I'm in there to buy something and leave. Unless I have worked for that corporation, I don't know the policies, and I'm not going to tell them how to do their fucking job. I didn't tell the people at the internet company how to do their job, but I understood because I have an education behind what they were doing. Am I pissed off about it? Yeah. Am I going to file a complaint? Yeah. Because I feel as a customer, I should have been warned that there was going to be an outage. But the thing is even if it is oversaturated, and you have a valid point, there are so many people out there that make tumblers now, and I get that, custom tumblers. I understand that. But you know what? There's room out there for everybody to do it. There's room out there for everybody in the world to pick up a crochet hook or a pair of knitting needles and start a craft. There is the entirety of the world open for people to make wreaths. There is an entirety of the world for any craft out there. You can't oversaturate a market if the whole world is open to it. It's been really hard to find products for your business that you finally had to go to Dollar Tree or online discount. I mean, I get that. I make wreaths. I don't advertise it, but yes, I do. And I find it hard. Hell, I find it hard to find yarn half the fucking time. And then people want to gatekeep where you buy your supplies from. Bitch, if you don't want me to shop at Hobby Lobby, pay me to not shop at Hobby Lobby. But don't bitch when the yarn that you get you don't like on your product because it's not soft enough. Don't bitch when I got to drive an hour and 45 minutes to find a different store. I understand that you're explaining their thought process behind it, and I'm not debating you, baby. I'm not. I'm just saying that there's room in the entirety of the world for everybody to do crafts or do some kind of whatever the fuck it is that they want to do. People are just petty and stupid when it comes to that shit. And there's no reason to be petty or stupid over it when there's room for everybody to do it. I mean, fuck, we got enough oxygen in the planet. Well, we really don't, but you know what I mean. We all can breathe, right? Why are we gatekeeping other people? There's no reason to. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. People want quantity and quality. Hi, baby. But yet they forget that they want quality and they just look at quantity because we have as a society turned into an instant gratification society. And that
Warning, bullshit alert.
is bullshit. So, I mean, it's not okay, guys. Just love your fellow human. And if somebody wants to gatekeep you, just walk the fuck away. Because they don't finance, fuck, or feed you. Legitimately do not finance, fuck, or feed you. And by the gods, if I swear to God, if I hear another person say that to a first responder or a police officer, I pay your fucking salary, I don't give a fuck! You ain't got the right to tell them how to do their job. Do you think there is any case that is okay to gatekeep? Pedophiles, they need to be kept. They need to be kept in a very small gate. Absolutely. Sex offenders, they need to be gate kept in prison. Somebody who murders somebody out of cold blood and is not out of self-defense, they need to be gate kept. But see, the thing about gatekeepers is what they don't realize is there's people out there like me. Karen wants to gatekeep, I can gatekeep back. Or I can be a better person and be above that. So, I mean, For fuck's sake, do y'all realize the biggest prison in the entire world is a continent that has been, it was colonized. Australia was a prison continent. And it was colonized and is no longer a prison continent. It's a functioning continent. But they used, back when, before it became what it is now, it was gate kept into a prison colony. It was probably the best motherfucking thing. Oh, he's becoming the star of the show, y'all. Everybody's just, hi, Justin. Hi, Trucker. Hi, Hamhawk. Everybody loves him. I love it. But don't gatekeep. Don't make me Karen out on you, because I'll make you cry. And I'll take fucking enjoyment out of it. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. You're not my fucking parents. I'm an adult. You don't finance, fuck, or feed me. Shut the fuck up. Your opinion is no longer valid. Y'all, the comments are just, Justin! And Justin's even seen it. You can ask Justin. He finance, fucks, and feeds me. And he has told me that I can't do something. What have I told you, honey? Have I not told you? Don't fucking tell me how to live my life. I do what I want. How many times have I laughed and told you, okay. Oh, you keep telling me that. Okay. He's so famous. He is. He really is. I love it because he hates being on screen and everybody knows who he is. See, he even agrees. Yep. But he also knows that when it comes down to his needs and my needs, his needs are met first. So that's how that goes in my house. Not that I don't take care of myself, because I very well do for the most part. But that's another time for another show, guys. But yeah, don't be a shitty human, guys. Just don't do it. Don't gatekeep. Don't manipulate. Don't gaslight. If you have mental health issues, go seek help for them. It's that easy, because not everybody, I can't find one person in this world that does not have mental health issues on some level. You can't tell me there's a normal brain out there. Because if that's the case, that person must be perfect. And I have yet to meet a perfect motherfucker. Everybody in the world got issues, regardless if they want to talk to them or not, regardless if they want to act on them or not. It's just that simple. Did you guys go like the video yet? Because if not, Mel's going to get you. And you know that, right? And show up to work on time. Yes. I don't care if you are a postal worker or not. If you're a postal worker, if you're a truck driver, if you work at a store, if you work in a restaurant, if you work in any kind of customer service industry, show the fuck up to work on time. Not that hard, unless something is absolutely impeding you from doing so. Yeah, see, Miles over there, rar. What mental health issues? Jimmy, you're a mental health issue. I'm kidding. I joke. And we talked about the links already, guys. Let me see. Did I miss any? Mel, did I miss any links below? I don't think I did. I'm going to check to see, though. Nope, my beacons is down there. There's the disclaimer. Planet Flipside Marketplace, you guys. I forgot about that one. I'm a dumbass. That's where you can get all your Planet Flipside merch. And just to let you know, Vixie did state yesterday that there is going to be some merch that's going out that may not come back in. Got it. I just got my 1 minute warning, guys. I talked about Doll's House, Etsy Shop. I got Krinderlash. I got Mashika. And there is also the Discord down below, so you guys can find us all over the internet. We are everywhere. Everywhere! So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. As always, trolls taste like chicken. I made some trolls last night. They tasted like tacos. And love your fellow human, even if they're stupid. Except the drunk guy next door who likes to scream in the middle of the night because he wants attention. What's that all about? Anyway. We will see you guys on Wednesday for the makeup table starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, and you guys know our schedule. If not, it is somewhere in the Planet Flipside YouTube channel. As always, I absolutely adore every single buddy who... I love y'all. Kelly, bye! Fuck off. Hey, I'm Cherry Bomb Pop. You're watching Cherry Rants. And if there's something that I said that offended you, maybe your dumbass should have read the description below. Kelly, bye!
Your mission, Cherry, should you choose to accept it, is to bring chaos to Planet Flipside on Monday nights. As always, should you or any part of the Bomb Pop force be caught or killed, the head of Vixie Squad will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
What's up, fuckers? Y'all, there's times I can't tell if I'm just in a bad mood or if everything around me is just really fucking annoying.
Tacos are more important than pumpkin spice. Oh yeah, I said what I said.
You can fuck off. And when you get there, you can fuck off from there too. Then fuck off some more. Just keep fucking off. And when you get back here, go fuck off some more. And then fuck off again. I judge those motherfuckers on if they're an asshole or not.